working. We're working. That moment though. Ooh. Oh. Guys, and if you haven't noticed, this is the face of a man who hasn't slept in the last 48 hours. Yes, it has been insane since the launch. You guys went absolutely foobar. Foobar. We have, I can't even tell you how many. It's going to take us at least 3 or so days to get all these items packaged. We're going to get some out today and then a huge pickup on Monday and get it all shipped. I spent basically 20 hours sat at that laptop sorting out the new system, shipping information, updating it, dealing with Excel spreadsheets, creating rules, getting mathematical. It has been insane. All worth it though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank you to everybody who just attacked the launch so much that you shut the site down at one point. People were messaging me saying the site was down. Brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you very, very much. It's been a humbling experience, but I hope all the work and everything is paid off. And now I'm already on ordering the new lines, getting them starting in production, getting design work done so that then we get another launch coming and we get the launches a little bit closer. Every single time, guys, everything is limited edition. Nothing is repeated. Cuts will be repeated, but no designs will be repeated. So when it's gone, it's gone. Sorry, but I hope you got what you were looking for. And instead now, because I haven't much gym footage to show you, we're going to do another truth seminar. It's never too late to change your life. The story's not over. The ending is mine. Whatever it takes to see you smile. So it's the end of the day. First load of shipments gone out, and check out the chaos. The chaos in the room around me. Just living in semi-organised chaos. Anyway, let's smash out these questions. Okay, so to be a little less distracting, I'll stand in front of this bit of white and whatnot, and rather than in my mess. So let's cover the first things. One big question I'm getting asked at the moment is about BCAAs and do you need them? Here's a really simple thing. Number one, skip back to the other video on supplements, part 2 I think it was. And that'll tell you whether or not you need supplements. That question is answered in that video. The link will be in the description below, or maybe appear on the screen here. If you're going to use BCAAs though, if you want to use them, if you're thinking of purchasing them, when do you need them and when can you use them if you want to? You do not need them when you're in a gaining phase. Why? You don't need them in a gaining phase because you're in a surplus. So you can use them in a midway through reverse dieting and things like that, but once you hit maintenance and above, you don't need them. Your body has more than it needs, and because you're taking in more than it needs, you should be able to cover your micronutrient and macronutrient targets very, very easily. So there's no real necessity to have that kind of BCAA cover because you're going to get the amount of protein, and with your foods being as varied as they should be, you're going to get those sources of proteins and amino acids that you need from your diet. Now, when in a dieting phase, personally, I think BCAAs are really beneficial, and this is a time when you're going to want to use them. When you train, you utilize amino acids from your immune system to help repair muscle. Because amino acids cross over, they don't just have singular functions. By taking BCAAs, what you're doing is helping, yes, you're helping support maintenance of muscle, but you're also, and more importantly, helping support your immune system. Now, by doing that, you're going to stay healthier and you're going to be able to stay in the gym for long periods of time without time off. It's also going to make you feel a lot better and be more resilient, especially if you're working in places with a high impact of illness and contact time, like in offices or anything to do with physical manual labour or outdoor work even, especially in the UK, like now. As you can hear from my voice, my let's get down by the fire, hey pretty lady, Barry White voice, I've had effectively a full-on flu, not been to the gym for the past, I'd say around about, I think it's 12 days we're going upon now, which is also going to lead me into the next subject that I want to tackle. Gains. Will you lose them? Taking time off or resting? Think of it this way, guys. You can't lose in a matter of a couple of days or a week what you have built in months and years. It's simply not going to happen. As long as you stay on point with your food, reduce your calories in line with your reduced activity levels, but keep them maintained at a decent level if you're ill so that your body is still supported, nothing's going to happen. The worst that's going to happen, and we talked about this before, the acute things, the things that happen on a 24-hour rolling basis, is visibly you're going to look a little softer and a little less full because you're not activating the muscles, you're not pushing glycogen into the muscle, and that in turn is going to make you think you might be losing gains. But I promise you, as long as you are eating properly or enough to at least hit maintenance, you are not going to lose anything. It's fine. I'll prove it. 12 days off, I look a little flatter, but I'm certainly not by any means looking detrimental. Look, still good detail on that. Apparently I don't have triceps, according to some of the haters, on forearms. Yeah, I don't have any of that. As you can see, nothing. Doesn't go away, guys. Please don't fear it. It's a simple matter of understanding that, like we said before, if your diet is on point, that's the most important thing. As long as that's covered and it's calculated and tailored to what you're doing at the time, you are absolutely fine. Enjoy your holidays. Be sensible. When you're not feeling your best, take a couple of days off. You're only going to benefit your body. I've been out with a proper flu. I probably should have gone to the doctors, but the only time I go to the doctors is if there's like a hole in my body, a limb hanging off, or something broken, pretty much. That's the only times I've ever really been to the GP. So I have been around, a lot of people have literally been on their backs with what's going on. So even though I've gotten ill, I've not gotten to the point where I haven't been able to do work. I've still been able to be productive, and I've made use of my time. So even though I've not been in the gym, obviously we've had the launch went amazingly well, and I was able to dedicate all my time to setting up new mailing systems, developing the website, products, pictures, editing, everything. So I made use of the time out here, and that in turn gave me a more positive outlook on my day-to-day. If I'd have just sat and done nothing and felt, negative and just sat and wallowed in my own fact that I was a little bit ill, that could have made me feel worse. But because I put my time to use, it definitely helped. Now, I don't get ill often, maybe once a year, so hopefully this is my one time. But even though I got ill, I didn't get as ill as most people. Most people have had full-on antibiotic on their back, bedridden style flu. I have just got to the point where I know if I'd gone to the gym, it would have prolonged and made me feel worse and probably affected my sleep and things like that. Even though it did catch me, my body has been strong enough and well supported enough to only let it get me to a point where I can't exert myself to a high physical level. But my day-to-day runnings, if I had a job and things like that, other than infecting the population around me, I could have still gone into work. So it's exactly what I've done here. I've still made my time productive. And in doing so, I've also made myself feel better about the situation. And trust me, there's nobody that hates being ill more than me. It is such a pointless activity. So understand, diet is everything. Make sure that your micros and your macronutrients are supported at all times, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. Do not worry. Don't worry about having to take an extra day off or missing a day during your training that you should have got in because something came up or family came up. Never ever miss a family or friends important occasion because you think your food or your training is more important. It simply isn't. Rest days. How many rest days should you take? Just normal, when you're not ill and everything's functioning as it should. Ideally, you kind of want to take 2 out of every 7 days off. You want at least 1 complete day off to allow your central nervous system to recover. Your other day, if you're one of those guys or girls who gets antsy, not training or doing something, take it as a kind of an active rest day where you maybe go out for a light run, a long walk or whatever like that. So you're still getting some cardio in there, but you're still allowing the body to recover at the same time. That's going to be a great way of dealing with that. If you're struggling for time, the minimum amount of time you need to get into the gym, really 3 days. 4 days is absolutely perfect. For me, 5 or 6 is what I enjoy doing. It allows me to break my workouts down to a level where they don't take too long each time I'm in there, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing. If you have less days available to train, you can simply do more in each session when you're in there to get the same coverage overall within that 7-day period. I had something else I wanted to talk about, but it's completely slipped my mind. I'll fit it into another one. But I'm going to keep these Q&As going, guys. I'm going to keep them up because you really seem to like them. So we're going to keep this The Truth mini-series inside the Lean Gain series. I am back in the gym as of tomorrow. I'm going to work my way back in. If I feel good enough, I'm going to go back in with a heavy session. If not, I'm going to go back in with a full body, nothing to failure, circuit training style session just to get my body and everything back in the roll. And then I will continue the heavy technical training videos into next week and do a complete week of that so we can get more of those up for you guys, so we can cover more body parts and maybe a few more obscure exercises that I really enjoy doing that might give you something to think about or an idea. I've got a really nice one for kind of training the rear delts and triceps and things like that, so don't worry, there is much more coming on that, and then we will from next week go into the other routine. What's up next? I have the Harley parts getting hydro dipped this weekend. I'm going to be filming that for you guys to see. So anybody who doesn't know what that is, check out what hydro dipping is and be prepared to see. We're going to be dipping the rear fender and the tank. I'm not going to tell you in what yet. You have to wait and see, but it is going to look awesome. And then that is going to get shipped back to Harley, and the bag is actually going to be completed next week, if you can believe that, ready for publication, photography and social media and everything like that. So we're going to be going and take a lot of photos and getting the media all ready. And don't forget, 12th of March, we're going to be doing the meet and greet at Leeds Harley Davidson, where everybody is welcome to come down, whether you're a biker or not. I'll be there all day, just chilling out. I'll literally come down, chill out. There's going to be food, there's going to be music, and obviously we're going to do the big bike unveil, which is going to be absolutely awesome. And don't forget, this is something that you guys can actually get involved with, because the bike is going to go into the Battle of the Kings, and that is a votable contest, so you guys are actually going to be able to go and vote for the bike to win. And so hopefully we'll just crush that competition, and I hope you really, really enjoy it. This bike is going to look so cool, and it's just got my personal stamp on it, which is just epic. And I will be riding around on this thing, and hopefully you guys who ride, we're also going to sort out all those ride outs, don't worry. And I'm also going to now incorporate those riding Q&A videos. So again, guys, if you have any more direct questions, stick them in the comments below. If you see a question that you would also like to see answered, please hit a like button on that question. Ones with the most likes are the ones that I will answer. I'll also try and answer any smaller questions within the discussions below. I like to keep this channel really interactive. Guys, if you know an answer to a question that's somewhere in there, and I don't mean to condescend someone, I don't mean to go in and call someone stupid for asking questions. There are no stupid questions. You're stupid if you don't ask a question, if you don't understand something. So please, guys, positive comments. Let's support each other. Let's again build that positive vibe throughout this channel. Don't worry, no haters are going to be tolerated as usual. Thank you all very much for all the support during the launch and this time. It's been absolutely insane. We're going to be literally packing everything up all weekend to get the entirety of all the shipments out by Monday. We already sent a couple of 100 parcels today through our new mailing system. I had to build an entire system in 48 hours. It was just nuts. But these are the whole joys of owning your own business and great learning curves. So I'm now an Excel spreadsheet master of random codes and formulas. But we are working hard. We've got a new track service being picked up for UK residents, and we have negotiated a business dispatch for international buyers. So you guys are going to have a more secure international shipment, and it's going to be that little bit faster as well. So it's just a thank you back for us. So I'm investing more in the postal distribution so that you guys get a better service and a safer service. I don't have words to explain how proud I am of what we've created and the support you guys have shown. It is just immense. And I want you guys to remember that even though in this internet the doubters and the haters are always the loudest people, don't forget that as a community, as a whole support system that we have, this whole vibe that's going on, we will forever be a stronger unit than any of the haters and doubters. They will come and go. But what's great to see is how this channel is growing, how this community is growing, and how together we're just solidifying how real this really is. It's going to be such a benefit for such a long time. That is a great thing to know, that we are all a part of that, and you are all a part of this. So let's keep it going. Let's keep this movement, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, boom, baby. On a steel horse.